happen overnight. Still we laid the foundation to make the future right. We played our hearts to uphold our part. We've been going strong and we're just getting started. Our leadership who stands to the rightful path. The greener grass is here, the better choice is clear. Choose Jamaica for better communities. Choose Jamaica for our prosperity. Choose Jamaica, this is what it really means. To choose Jamaica, choose Jlp. Yes, we're building a better future together. Stay true no matter the weather. Jlp standing bold through every plan and school and road. From hardships to hope, we've been paving the way. The very best of Jamaica starts today. And so we pledge our hearts to uphold our path. We've been going strong and we're just getting started. Our leadership who stands to the rightful path. The greener grass, the better choice is clear. Choose Jamaica for peace. Choose Jamaica for our prosperity. Choose Jamaica, this is what it really means. To choose Jamaica, choose Jlp. Yes, we will see the fruit of our labor. We are getting now, not no later. A leader real and competent, and you always deserve your confidence. Yes, we will see the fruit of our labor. We are getting now, not no later. Prosperity for you and me. Choose Jamaica, choose Jlp. Jamaica for better community. Choose Jamaica for our prosperity. Choose Jamaica, this is what it really means. To choose Jamaica, choose Jlp. Choose Jamaica for better communities. Choose Jamaica for our prosperity. Choose Jamaica, this is what it really means. To choose Jamaica, choose Jlp.
Good morning, Liberates, and good morning to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive, and now the voice of the Westmoreland people. Good morning, my people. Good morning, and good morning to the P6 crew. Now, we continue from where we left off last night. We were getting into education, my people. We're going to talk also about the Integrity Commission this morning. I don't know my stance on them already. And I am very hard line when it comes on to the Integrity Commission. However, we're going to chop it up this morning about that. So let's continue, with the booklet. Let me roll out the morning shoutouts before, because we plan to do at least an hour and a half live this morning. So it's a long live this morning, my people. So share out the live, like up the live as per usual. Get me to 50 thumbs up. Hit the 3 dots in the right hand corner of the screen, hit the thumbs up button, and do remember to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. Also, from the live last night, I got almost 40 new subscribers from that live last night. So any of the new subscribers that is here, big up on yourself, or any of you that will watch the live after the fact, big up on yourself. Big up all of the people that have been here and have been supporting the thing the whole time. So big up on yourself, my people. See, let's roll out the shout out. So Charmian, big up yourself, good morning. Ian, big up yourself, my boss. Marlene, big up yourself. Devon, big up yourself. Monica, big up yourself. Head King, big up yourself. Rowan, big up yourself. Melody, big up yourself. Paulette, big up yourself. Mama Winsome, Nemadsha, big up yourself. Marva, big up yourself. Thinking Jamaica, big up yourself. Dan Rai, big up yourself. Valentina, big up yourself. Yardman, big up yourself. And Bertie, big up yourself. Angela, just see a puppy in. Good morning. See, actually, guys, I'm gonna make you listen to the clip from Nationwide before we get into the actual booklet, and then we will get back to the issue of the Integrity Commission. So listen to this. When you tell me if you not see me properly, tell me if you not hear me properly as well. See?
Arising from a special report done by the Integrity Commission, a bevy of PNP activists and bloggers on social media have been referring to the Prime Minister as Dr. 28 and Craven A. Others have alleged that the Prime Minister personally controls or is the beneficial owner of 28 accounts. However, information contained in a forensic audit, which the Integrity Commission reportedly paid a Trinidad based firm $30 million to complete, suggests those claims are misleading. The IC has refused to publish the findings of the audit report, but it has shared the document with attorneys for the litigants in the case brought against it by the Prime Minister, and the IC only released the findings to the connected attorneys following sustained lobbying to the court by those lawyers. The document is protected under privilege. Nationwide News does not have a copy of the document, but we are confident in what has been told to us by our sources. Of the 28 accounts, 4 are owned by the Prime Minister's mother and father. The Prime Minister has told the Integrity Commission his name appeared on those 4 accounts as an emergency contact. One of the 28 accounts is owned by the Prime Minister and his sister. 2 are dormant. One of the accounts is a joint account owned by the Prime Minister and his 2 sons. 2 of the 28 are insurance accounts also connected to Dr. Holness's children, which he reportedly had to declare to the Integrity Commission given that he is listed as their father. 10 of the 28 accounts are listed by the forensic auditors as closed. That group of 10 includes multiple loan accounts. This leaves 8 accounts which are connected to the Prime Minister. 5 of those are saving accounts, including Jamaican and US dollar accounts. The other is a checking account. 3 investment or related accounts are listed as active. We understand the auditing firm was given 3 points to pursue in their terms of reference. One of those terms asked the firm to indicate whether it has malfeasance in the Prime Minister's financial affairs. It's understood that nothing in the auditor's 45-page report conclusively supports a finding of malfeasance. Dana Davy for Nationwide News. Arising from a special report.
So, we'll go chop it up about that, my people. But let's continue from where we left off last night with the achievements of the government. And before I get into that, my people, big up yourself, Father that night. Lynette, big up yourself. I am calling for the powers that be, that when it comes out in court that the Integrity Commission purposefully try to tear down a democratically elected Prime Minister by way of a soft coup, see, to install a foreigner. I am calling on the powers that be to charge every single one involved with treason, and treason is punishable by death, by hanging. That is where I am on that issue, my people. Let's continue with the report from last night. We're going to chop it up about that. You know, but Angela Grant, big up yourself as well. You know, I'll go with this. We're going to follow the people. We're gonna carry on with what last night. Last night was an okay live. We got something that go on with the internet. Don't tell me if you not hear me. Me realize, man. Don't tell me if you not hear me now. Start out. Don't tell me when you start hear me. Now hear me now? Okay. Alright, we're back. I realize the internet good on a while ago. Alright, we got up a page ready and rearing to go, you know. Fronting to go, we not deal with the rear. You see me? We did better health care. So we stopped at education last night. So fixing the education system and giving every child a fair start. We set out to overhaul the education system from top to rear, with better schools, better trained teacher, more technology, and genuine support for a student, because every child, no matter where they are from, deserve a fair start and a real chance to success, my people. Here are some of what we have delivered for you. And by the way, for anybody that don't know, we are going through the booklet that the Prime Minister was giving out in halfway tree. So the first part of the live we did last night. It is 60 pages long. We did 31 pages or 32 pages last night. And we're going to finish up this morning. Good morning, am I? See? Repaired and upgrade 362 schools at the cost of Jamaica $3.8 billion. Providing students and teachers across Jamaica with a safer and better environment in which to learn and work. See? Big up yourself in Anthony. So we read that again. Repaired and upgraded 362 schools at a cost of Jamaica $3.8 billion, providing students and teachers across Jamaica with a safer and better environment in which to learn and work. So for persons who don't have time to read this booklet, we are going to read it for you guys this morning. So you don't have to, all you have to do is share the live, and after the fact just share the live so persons can listen instead of read the book if they can't have a time to deal with it. See? Push national education reform through the Education Transformation Commission and trend programs to fix the system and raise standards. Wanna get me to 50 thumbs up now, guys. Remember to hit the 3 dots in the right hand corner of the screen, hit the thumbs up button, and do remember to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. See? Made it easier to get student loans. Student no longer need a guarantor to apply through the Student Loan Bureau. And the Student Loan Bureau was a JLP brainchild as well, my people. That was concocted by Papa Eddie, the Student Loan Bureau. See? Lowered interest rates and fees on student loans and increased the number and size of the SBL grant, especially for a student from poorer backgrounds and wards of the states. See? Performance-based GPA interest rate reduction, incentive program to reward university students, good performance with lower interest rates. So them lower interest rates, if you perform good at university, my people, you get a better interest rate. It's like if you have good credit give you a better rate of credit or a lower rate of credit to borrow from. See, in interest as it relates. Remove all fees from hard trust courses up to associate degree level, and added new training programs with stipends to help young people gain jobs or gain job ready skills. So let me read that again. Removed all fees for hard trust courses up to associate degree level, and added new training programs with stipends to help young people gain job ready skills. Expanded education initiatives in science, technology, engineering, and maths, which is STEM, with new labs and equipment in school. Created 2,000 scholarships for science and tech teachers in partnership with Micro and UTech, or Myco and UTech. First constituency-based tertiary scholarship program to support access to low-income families. Improve support for special needs students by providing more in-class teaching support. Increase number of classroom assistants and shadows to 759, and raise their pay by 50%, giving more support to special needs students, my people. That is what our government is doing for education. Improve the school feeding program so part students now get meals 5 days a week. Distributed over 200,000 tablets to students and gave laptops and vouchers to teachers to help with online learning. Increased pay for teachers and principal, helping to attract and keep qualified educators in the classroom. Trained over 11,000 teachers in modern teaching techniques and leadership development. Strengthening school leadership through support from the National College for Educational Leadership and the Jamaica Teaching Council. New Marcus Garvey postgraduate scholarship for public sector employees. So you big up yourself, Andrew. And Joni, big up yourself. Anthony, big up yourself as well. See? Investing in youth's talent and opportunity. We believe in more than just talk. We back our young people, creatives and athletes with real support, training, jobs, funding, and space to grow. Because when Jamaican youths win, the whole country moves forward, my people. Here is some of what we have delivered for you. Trained over 6,000 young people through the Jamaica National Service Corps. So this is the JNSC program, my people. Giving them discipline, skills, direction, and jobs. Gave more than 550,000 Jamaicans access to free training from Heart NSTA Trust since 2020, all the way up to associate degree levels. Created jobs and skill training opportunity for thousands of young people through the Hope, LIFT, TEF, YSEP, YESEP, and Jamaica House scholarship programs. New training and capacity building opportunities, plus SDC entrepreneurship grant to new participating entrepreneurs, my people. First GOJ sponsored tech startup accelerator, supporting our young tech entrepreneurs. Introducing the first ever health and life insurance plan for registered entertainers, creatives, and athletes, so they are protected and valued. And the government had done this for entertainers, and you see a lot of them being ungrateful. People like Barrington Levy and Holy, but him make whole heap of money, him a tour from the young, so him not really need this. So that's why them behave so. I would say Chronic Law and Popcorn and all of them. All of them are privy to this insurance, because with whole heap of time we see artists, them do something, then do a hit song, then rich, then get out the money. Pardon. And when they all we see them on TV, I beg for help. So the government decide to start an insurance scheme for them. So if they fall upon hard times, they can fall upon that. See? Set up a Jamaica $1 billion Jamaica Screen Development Fund to support local film and video production, building the entertainment industry from the ground up. Created a national artist registry so creatives can get help in time of crisis and access benefits. See? Big up yourself in a Lenward. Designated special entertainment zones to support events, festival, started with Rocky Point and Jam World. Supported overseas opportunity for artists exposure, especially where aligned with national promotion, including World Expos. See? Restarted and revitalized the Grand Gala and Jamaica Festival events to build national pride and knowledge. That is something that the PNP took away from Jamaica as well. National pride, the Grand Gala and festivals like that. They decided that it weren't important enough. And the reason why they did that is because that was a brainchild of the most honorable Edward Saga as well. So the PNP, we heard from Dennis Daly on a platform the other night saying we should not only badman labor, we should not like them as well. So whenever the PNP is in government, they tend to not want to do anything that the labor right left, because they do not like labor rights. I don't know, what kind of position for them to take, because we are all Jamaicans at the end of the day. You know, me cuss PNP all the while and say they're dunce. And the reason me say they're dunce because if you can get up and follow behind somebody like Mark Golding, you can't be a bright person. You can't be a thinking person. You can't be a person where you know, very sad. Yes, happy Independence Day, everyone down there in Jamaica and across the globe. You know, in the diaspora. Happy Independence Day. Emancipation Day, sorry. What me did there? Yeah, restarted and revitalized Grand Gala and Jamaica Festival events to build national pride and knowledge. Secure UNESCO recognition and in an inscription of reggae music, sorry. The revival, Wattown Pilgrimage and Port Royal. So I believe Port Royal got UNESCO's recognition as well as a national heritage site as well, my people. Completed phase 1 of the redevelopment of the National Stadium. We see them lay down the new track at the National Stadium, my people. And we got wind the other day that they're going to rebuild the National Stadium. Well, they're going to upgrade it, my people. I reckon when they go for rebuild, we're going to see issues like when they go to upgrade it, it's going to have to be rebuilt. We're going to see issues like what we saw at the Cornwall Regional Hospital. That is what I am. Demus, big up yourself. And Dennis, big up yourself. Cherryberry, big up yourself. Good morning. See? Upgraded sports infrastructure across the island. Thousands of young Jamaicans now have access to better facility, equipment, and competition, both in schools and communities, right? Support women, family, seniors, and the vulnerable. Real prosperity is not just about big projects. It's about taking care of people who need the most help. We stepped up support for women, families, the elderly, persons with disabilities, and those facing abuse because no one should be left behind, my government says. Here is some of what we have delivered for you. Guys, remember, and big up on yourself, we have achieved the 50 thumbs up that we asked for per live. So big up all 103 persons on here, whether you have PNP or JLP. This is about building our nation stronger. Big up all 51 persons that gave me a thumbs up. Much love and much respect. Oran say I live in Port Royal. God bless. You know, me never go down to Port Royal yet. Me need to go down there, go check it out and my next trip home. See? Here's what we are delivering for you. Increased support under the PAD program, giving families more help by 47% in 2017 and another 30% in 2024. See? Raise NIS pension so public sector retirees and elderly Jamaicans can live with more dignity. Launch Jamaica's first social pension, giving support to citizens aged 75 and older who were not receiving NIS or other pensions. Right? Created Senate appointees to review law to protect the elderly. Completed the work and made recommendation for wider consultation for new legislation. Raise salaries for social workers by 400%. Helping them better serve communities and protect those in need. Establish the country's first 3 government-run domestic violence shelters. So yes, the government created 3 domestic violence shelters. So if your partner beat you up and you want to escape from that, there are 3 domestic violence health centers in Jamaica. I'm not sure of the location. The government has not disclosed the locations publicly. I believe the security forces and the people that deal with that stuff to that effect would know where those places are. And I believe they should keep it like that. So, you know, your partner can't find you and your children them for harm, you know, after the fact. See? So that is a good initiative. PNP who love the poor so much, you know, look at the people them over back to and Olympic Gardens and what you call over there, so Majestic Gardens, sorry. Look how them a live over there, so. And PNP love the poor. PNP are reign over there so for 45 straight years. Eh? Mighty God of Daniel. Establish the country's first 3 government-run domestic violence shelters with space for children and full services for women in crisis, including empowerment and transition. Pass stronger laws against domestic violence to offer better protection to victims. Introduce new protection against sexual harassment and establish a tribunal for enforcement. Set up 24-hour hotline and support unit, making it easier to report abuse and get counseling. Started new programs to support young mothers and fathers, helping them stay in school, find work, and raise their children, reducing teen pregnancies, and breaking cycles of abuse and poverty. See? I soon read some of my comment them, my people. Just bear with me look at time. I will get through the document. We are page 43 out of 60. See? So we get a 50, we just break and read some comment. Major improvement to CPS SA and child's case management. So CPFSA, I'm not sure what the abbreviation be that, but a child protection something. See? Including for the first time almost all babies placed with families pending adoption process. So let me read that again. Major improvement to the CPFSA and child's case management, including for the first time all babies placed with families pending adoption processes. Okay, so when a baby is waiting to be adopted, they are placed in a family environment for the time being. I am guessing this is alluding to. Expanded care for the homeless and most vulnerable, building new shelters, drop-in centers, and upgrading infirmaries. I can tell them about the Savlamar one down here in Savlamar. 30 million was spent on that, and that is a 50-bed unit right there in Gully Banks in Savlamar. Good morning to my beautiful wife. Good morning, baby. You're late. You're my bite of the neck ching. Guys, you get me some thumbs up now, man. And give live some heart. Love up your life. So, these things, they promote the live and allow other persons to see the live. This information that we are sharing is very vital, my people. And, we want to get it out there so persons can hear it. We cannot allow the PNP to come nowhere near. And if you don't listen how I read, I say for the first time, all of these things are happening. The PNP had 19 consecutive years and did not even do one little piece of this that happened here. Absolute disaster they are. I know they want to install this no or nene or where you want to be, because I don't know where you want to be. See, him they want to come lead with if carry back in a gutter. We cannot allow that, Jamaicans. You hear me? I'm telling you. Guys, remember to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And, we live like a family over here, so. See? Greg Smith say that's fake. Alright, Greg, go and listen now. Anita Earlfoot, good morning. Go and listen, Greg. And by the way, all of these things can be fact checked. There is government papers on it. They are downloadable by PDF. You can Google it and download it by PDF. You will see when it was implemented, the date. You can see when it was procured. You can see when any building started. You can see how much money it costs. If it was overrun, that will be there as well. You can see when it is completed. You can also see when it is open and the Prime Minister go and cut the ribbon for it. See? So everything that the government is doing is transparent. You can go and look at it, my people. Where were we? So expanded care for homeless and most vulnerable, building new shelters, drop-in centers, and upgraded infirmaries. Provided Jamaica $1 billion in solidarity grant to help 50,000 Jamaicans facing hardship. Real help for those most in need. Increase overseas work program in agriculture and hospitality, benefiting thousands despite global challenges. Pass the Disability Act and launched the I Am Able program campaign to promote inclusion and equal opportunity. Opened the first government-run therapeutic center for children with special needs. Yes, we have that. Started expanding special needs assessment services to more parishes outside of Kingston. Introduced paid paternity leave for public sector workers so that fathers can support their families from day one. Increase maternity leave for public sector workers from 40 to 60 days, giving mothers more time to recover and bond with their newborns. See? And we are going to talk about the environment now, my people. And big up all 135 of us that is here listening. Big up on yourself. Big up yourself, Keishan. And Rohan, say what up, my brother. The last time I joined, there was a big problem. Either the overflow or of water. Did they fix it? Oh, they are talking about it in the market. I doubt that is fixed, you know. We need to check that out. I need to follow up with that. I'm going to go through the messages and check, ask the person if they have fixed that issue. So all 70% that gave me a thumbs up, big up on yourself, and we continue to move. We took real action to protect Jamaica's land, sea, and air because climate change is not just talk. It is real. From banning plastic to planting trees and preparing for a natural disaster, we work to keep our island clean, safe, and resilient for the next generation. Here is some of what we have delivered for you. Big up yourself, you know, manuscript. Bought 100 new garbage truck, making it easier to collect waste and keep communities clean. Ban single-use plastic bags and styrofoam, helping to cut down on pollution in our streets, river, and sea. Now, you know, we need to do something about Majestic Garden and that gully there. So much things is packed up in that gully, my people, and it is hard. Angela Brownberg and others are not doing their part to secure the environment, my people. They need to do something about that. Engage partners to reduce garbage flowing into Kingston Harbour. Sorry. So let me read that again. Engage partners to reduce garbage flowing into Kingston Harbour, protecting our marine life and the fishing industry. Plant over 3 million trees. And remember when Jones came in with that initiative, said he was going to plant 3 million trees, sorry. One for each Jamaican. And you know, I believe they have hit that target, my people. So me have a tree down in Jamaica, you know. I'm not supposed to have one too. See? I personally like the plant. Anytime I plant it, whatever I plant, it blooms and blossom and grow great fruit on it, you know. So I guess I have the hand for planting. So one of the time I need to come home and plant some things too. Most of these improvements are from our own revenues, not borrowed money. Exactly. We'll get into all of that, man. Planted over 3 million trees and brought back mangroves along the coast to help fight erosion and flooding. Legally protected 14 key forest areas, including parts of Cockpit County, helping to preserve our natural heritage. Legally protected 15% of our marine area and almost 5% of our land, putting Jamaica among the leaders in the region for environmental conservation. Set up a special river unit at NEPA and train river wardens to help keep our waterways healthy and clean. Launch the Caribbean first dual polarization Doppler radar system, giving us better weather tracking and early warning for storms. So yes, we have our own weather system now. We don't have to rely upon America and other countries to tell us say when hurricane come and it go reach Jamaica. We have our own thing now. See? Jamaica soon launch even one satellite, my people, in a space so we can have our own GPS tracking and all of these things. Jamaica is moving upwards and onwards. And did I tell you guys, we probably got to discuss in a energy, but if we don't see that on this, let me tell you, Andrew Holness have signed a contract to bring modular nuclear reactors, so tiny ones, small ones, to power Jamaica, my people. So we're not gonna have the big one like Chernobyl, where we are gonna build a whole nuclear site. We're gonna have the modular ones, the small ones. So by the next probably 15 years, Jamaica should have nuclear energy, my people. See? We have signed a MOU with Canada for that, the development of that. See? So that will also be one of the legacy of Andrew Holness. So just in case 15 years from now, the PNP come to power and say them bring nuclear energy to Jamaica. We tell you from now, said Andrew Holness signed the MOU to bring nuclear energy to Jamaica. So we will get that out there from now. See? Created national weather app so that Jamaicans can get real-time weather alerts right on their phones. Yes, build over 1,800 small check dams, which help slow down water and flood waters and protect communities during heavy rains. Bought a special tree relocator machine. I remember probably about 2 months ago we see the Prime Minister hand over that special tree locator where you can move a tree out of the earth and replant it somewhere else. See? So we can save mature trees during roadworks and development instead of cutting them down, and that is a good thing. Big up yourself in a PB. Cochetta, good morning. Melbourne, big up yourself, good morning. See? Helping small businesses grow and succeed. So we're going to want to listen to this part and know what the government has done. Here is some of what we have delivered for you. Provided over Jamaica $9 billion in loans and grants to small and medium businesses through the Exim Bank and the Development Bank of Jamaica, the DBJ. Expanded productive input relief to more than 70 manufacturers and small businesses, helping them lower costs and expand. Launched the Jamaica Trade Information Portal, JTIP, for all who don't know, and Jamaica Single Window Trade, JS or JSWIFT, my people, both designed to make importing and exporting much simpler and faster, my people. By the way, anybody who have one of the import licenses in Jamaica, we can import things. Want to know? Link me up. See? Me need no help with something. Where was I? Creating the Export Jamaica platform to help small Jamaican businesses break into international market. Something that the PNP did not do, refused to do, and we heard from Dayton Canberra that should he gain power, they will bring in, they will put on a levy or they would tax stuff that is being imported in Jamaica. Now, I'm sure no them people are dumb. If we already have to import most of our goods, we feed with people then in Jamaica because we not grow enough stuff and we not rear enough animals in Jamaica. And if the stuff is coming into Jamaica to feed us, and the PNP want to put tax on the stuff that is going to feed us, who no think I got pay the tax there? Somebody tell me in the comment section. Dayton Canberra say him want tax imported stuff into Jamaica. Who no think I got pay for the levy that we gonna put on for the import? Who no tell me? Me see who bright in. Me see if PNP, if you labor at them bright like if PNP them. Because they say we can't spell Jamaica, you know. So, who no tell me who I got pay the imported levy? The tax that Dayton Canberra want to put on imports, who I got pay? You no tell me. Where was I? Updated our intellectual property law and registered over 16,000 patents or patents, trademarks and creative rights, helping protect Jamaican ideas and inventions. Facilitated over US 100 million in business leads through trade mission and businesses. our business to business meetings. Sorry. Launch the expert academy to train Jamaicans in how to sell to the world. Build digital transition center and train over 2,700 small businesses in digital skill, helping them sell online, make smarter and grow faster, or market smarter and grow faster. Sorry. Sometimes I read when I don't see my people, so don't bear with me. I believe me look a bit dyslexic, but me need to go actually get it checked out. So let me read this again. Build digital transition centers and train over 2,700 small businesses in digital skill, helping them sell online, market smarter, and grow faster. See? Increase investment in special economic zones, more effective promotion by reducing bureaucracy and participation. See? Building back tourism more resilient and inclusive. So, I read this. Tourism is one of Jamaica's largest industry. And let me see which page we're on. We're on 48 now, my people. So we are get down there. We are get down in it. Tourism is one of Jamaica's largest industries, and we have rebuilt it stronger following the pandemic. But more importantly, we made sure that more Jamaicans benefit, not just big players, but the workers, small farmers, creatives, and communities that make it all possible. Here are some of what we have delivered for you. This government welcomed over 4.3 million visitors in 2024, showing a strong bounce back after COVID-19. See, created the tourism workers pension scheme, so hotel and tourism worker can retire with dignity. Is supported by both the government and the employers. Launch a Jamaica $500 million housing program to help tourism workers own homes near where they work. See, big up in a Lance and big up Electro. Everall, big up yourself as well. Connected over 2,000 small farmers to hotel through the Agri Linkage Exchange, Alex. That's the abbreviation. Helping them sell more produce and earn more money. Supported small businesses and creative through events like Christmas in July and the Blue Mountain Coffee Festival, where they can showcase and sell their products. Started a Jamaica $100 million tourism innovation incubator to help new tourism entrepreneurs get their ideas off the ground. Trained and certified thousands of tourism workers through the Jamaica Center of Tourism Innovation, Improvement Service, and Professionalism in the industry. Upgraded Bascobel to an international airport status and expanded flight from key market to bring in more visitors. See? Secured investment to add 20,000 new hotel rooms across the island over the next 10 years, created thousands of jobs. Improve tourism infrastructure in key destinations like Falmouth, Ocherios, and Montego Bay, including the scenic Harmony Park. Promoted ecotourism and community tourism in over 60 local communities, so more Jamaicans benefit directly from tourism dollars. Expanded the Spruce Up Jamaica program, making our towns cleaner, safer, and more attractive for both tourism and locals. And I can tell them about Montego Bay. I have seen a change in Montego Bay, my people. Montego Bay, some work is being done now, but when I drive through Montego Bay on my last trip, I realized Montego Bay was properly groomed, properly kept. It was clean. When I drive in the town, apart from the fumes I smell from all the engines that are about, so we need to do something about that as well. We need to clean up it here. But apart from that, the city or the town of Montego Bay is very, very clean. So big up Richard Vernon and in team. See? Where was I? I will read this already. Preparing for storms, protecting our future. Jamaica will always face natural disaster, but we are better prepared than ever. We plan ahead, acted quickly during emergencies, and rebuild stronger so that the country can bounce back more quickly and stay safer in the future. Here is what we have done. Responded to Hurricane Beryl with Jamaica 5 billion in support for affected Jamaicans, and we did it without borrowing a cent. See? So let me read that again. Responded to Hurricane Beryl with Jamaica $5 billion in support for affected Jamaicans, and we did it without borrowing a cent. Right? 16,514 persons receive direct financial support for recovery from Beryl. Checks amounting to $1.45 billion, my people. And I see a whole heap of people start bail off our life because they can't. Jamaican people have the attention span for consume information. And that's why you see the Chinese them and the Indian them, you know, and those persons them blossom, and even African them now they start to blossom and then reach further in a life. Most African them are doctor, lawyer and them thing there because them pay attention and them taking information. Jamaican people they have a problem with taking information, my people. So here I am reading the information and everybody a bail off our life because they can't bother with that. See? So may we move into something else. This government has created a national disaster fund, so the country has money ready for emergency like storms, flood, and earthquake. Upgraded critical infrastructure to help reduce damage from earthquake and earthquakes. Sorry, I don't know we are Jamaicans, so it's an earthquake. As I say, and floodings, especially in high-risk area. More training and upskilling of emergency first responders within the fire brigade, plus hiring more fire prevention officers. Modernize the Jamaica Fire Brigade, adding new trucks, fireboats, and ambulance, plus building and upgraded stations. See, strengthening Jamaica disaster law and updated emergency response plan to make sure the system works better in a crisis. Passed a new building act to make sure buildings are constructed to higher safety standards, protecting lives, homes, and businesses in the event of a natural disaster, my people. See? Fixing government to serve you better. We made significant changes to how the government operates, including reducing waste, combating corruption, and enhancing the system's transparency and efficiency. We raise the standards so that public service truly means serving the people. Here is some of what we have delivered for you. Started the process to make Jamaica a republic with public consultation and a full review of the law, putting more powers in the hands of Jamaicans. I will know so the PNP don't want that. Them a criminal and thief. Big up yourself, Melody. Lady J, good morning. Fernando, big up. See? Passed the law to create the new parish of Portmore, the first new parish in over 100 years, giving the people of Portmore their own voice and resources. Made the Bank of Jamaica independent before the Bank of Jamaica was under the control of the government. Billions of dollars thief under the PNP government when there were no independence in the Bank of Jamaica. Billions of money missing. What could have helped fix up the country? PNP then thiefy. Criminal. See? So, made the Bank of Jamaica independent and created a new fiscal commission and fiscal research center to keep the economy strong and well managed. Set up and funded the Integrity Commission to fight corruption in our country. So, we start that too. Mark Golding say, I him write the law. I never see a man wicked and lie so yet. Bruce Golding is the one who started the Integrity Commission. Appointed a Minister for Efficiency and Innovation, focused solely on making government work better and deliver faster. merge or streamline over 40 government agency, reducing overlap and improving coordination, reform the NSWMA, cutting out theft and corruption, and making thousands of sanitization workers permanent. See, develop a central law website where Jamaicans can access law, court decision, and government documents in one place. So remember what I said earlier, say you can download government documents now via PDF. So you can just Google something and you can download it. You see everything from procurement, from where the idea start, the date, when they decide to do it, from procurement, however much money spent, if it overrun, when it done, right up to when Andrew Holness cut the ribbon. You can see that now. Government is being transparent. See? Where was I? Introducing job description for members of parliament, making it clearer what they are responsible for and helping voters hold them to it. So we talk about that also on here on many occasions. I'm not getting in my wheelhouse, where I state clearly that it is the councillors that is responsible for their division roads, and the mayor is ultimately responsible for the town. A town like say Savlamar is the responsibility of Mayor Delancey. He's responsible to keep up the town, upgrade the town, and make certain everything works in the town. Clean garbage, sweep plant flowers, all of these things. Clean cemetery, market, gullies, all of these things. Drains. That is the responsibility of the mayor of Savlamar. And people are going to say, but a JLP in a power, they not give him no money. No. His funding that he gets to look after the locality is protected by our law. It is protected by our constitution. He have to get it. It's a must that he get it. And if he not get it, he can carry the government go to court. We not hear none of them something they are going. See? And yes, we need a recall clause. I propose that. We need that. See? The day I get myself in a position, I will be drafting that bill, Anthony, to have a recall clause. So if you decide, say you're going to represent the people, you must represent the people. And if you do not, if you fall short of your standards, see? So you know where that will happen, what that will do now, for example, a councillor in Savlamar who is not getting any funding from the mayor, see, to work in her division. That will force her now, knowing that she will lose her job, that will force her to go out there and tell the people that it is the mayor that is purposely doing it so they can't get what they need. You understand? Yeah, so that's why I dreamt up that class, my people. And me have a whole heap of other ideas as well as it relates to, stuff, especially locally. Where was I? Develop a central legal website where Jamaicans can access law, courts, decisions, and government document in one place. Introducing job description for members of parliament, making it clearer what they are responsible for and helping voters to hold them to it. New regulations mandating no less than 30% women or men on public sector board. See? New regulation allowing all qualified member of the public to apply to serve on a public sector board. Passed the Data Protection Act and created the Office of the Information Commissioner to protect citizens' privacy. See, so we have that as well. We have page 54, so we have 6 more pages. We're soon done, and then we will get into the whole Integrity Commission thing. Raising Jamaica's voice around the world. We ensure that Jamaica is respected on the global stage by building strong ties with other countries and strengthening our connections with Jamaicans living abroad. From visa-free travel to international partnership, we position Jamaica as a powerful and connected nation. Here is some of what we have delivered for you. Introduced a new national diaspora policy and created both a global Jamaica Diaspora Council and a youth council, giving Jamaicans more say and stronger connection to home. So I need to get myself on one of them board they do, people. I go rise fast and quickly become a president on one of them board. You know, because when I come to take over. They not gonna like me with people. You know, but me fear. I am very fear. Um, more more seamless and less costly custom arrangement for return and philanthropy finally implemented. Hosted 4 major diaspora conferences, including the 10th biannual event, bringing together thousands of Jamaica from around the world to share ideas and support development. Hosted 2 successful CARICOM heads of government meeting and other important international gatherings. Secured major international support from global partners for Jamaica's healthcare, security, agriculture, and disaster recovery, including grants, resources, and technical assistance. Finalized visa-free arrangement with countries like Ghana, Kenya, and the Dominican Republic, making it easier for Jamaicans to travel and do business abroad. So, I want to go to Ghana and I want to go to Kenya. I'm going to do that trip with my wife. You know, I want to visit Ghana. I'm definitely want to go to Kenya. I also want to go to Rwanda. So I want to find out if we have visa free access to Rwanda. Dominican Republic, not so much, but you know, a visit is a visit. I've been to Cayman, I've been to the Bahamas, you know, making it easier for. Oh, I come. We read this again. Finalize visa-free arrangement with countries like Ghana, Kenya, and the Dominican Republic, making it easier for Jamaicans to travel and do business abroad. Sign on to new partnership agreement with Exim Bank, unlocking capital and opportunity for trade and investment between Jamaica and African countries. Establish diplomatic relations with 10 new countries, expanding Jamaica's linkage in Europe, Africa, and the Pacific. Launch an economic diplomacy program to help Jamaica attract more investment and promote trade opportunities overseas. Improve consular services for Jamaican worldwide. And we have a problem in the UK with the people that work at the Jamaica consulate. They're very rude. I look at all ugly man there with whole head peel out and only 2 sides and here left and the whole has a ball. You have grey hair. Very rude. And the next time I go there and he rude to me. Wanna watch? Oh. Anyway. Abe. Where were we? Oh, improve consular services for Jamaica worldwide, including a new operation manual and standardize and improve services. Sorry. Secure Jamaicans seats in key international organizations such as UNESCO, CERD, CRPD, WADA, and the IMO, ensuring Jamaica has a voice in important global decisions relevant to our development goals. See? Safeguarding Jamaica through crisis and recovery. And we're going to read this. So we have about 3 more pages left, my people. So we just all go through it, then we get on the Integrity Commission thing. Safeguarding Jamaica through crisis and recovery. Having successfully emerged from COVID-19, many people have forgotten just how difficult those 2.5 years were for Jamaica and the world. Your government worked hard to bring Jamaica through. Here is some of what we have delivered for you. Expanded services and innovated in healthcare to save lives and navigate domestic and global uncertainties to the tune of $26 billion. Protected over 440 Jamaicans through the $20 billion CARE program, the largest social support initiative in our history. You remember that, you know? Jamaican member say the government help the people them during COVID. We not get no help over England. Tell you no from now. Dog them out with supper, they never care if we live or dead. All they do tell us we no feel left for yard. You see all over America they get $2,000 from federal government. We no get dollar. Anyway, I've safeguarded all public sector jobs, no layoff or pay cuts during the crisis. So, whole heap of people lose their job at England. Enough people still not gone back to work from COVID time at England. England has suffer economically. See, the UNO government, Jamaica government, full government, see, protected over 440,000 jobs in Jamaica during COVID. See, safeguarding all public sector jobs, no layoff or pay cuts during the crisis, unlike many countries globally. Provided billions of dollars in compassionate grant, worker stipend, cash transfers, and thousands of care packages to vulnerable families nationwide. See, tax incentives for employee retention in the private sector created the resilient corridor, saving jobs and positions Jamaica as a global leader in tourism recovery. Launch ends to support over 2,000 entrepreneurs and ensure safe delivery of food, medicine, and essentials during lockdown. Created new innovative regulation to safeguard BPO jobs and businesses, ultimately resulting in the growth of the industry. Achieve one of the fastest economic recoveries in the region, secure unprecedented levels of international support to assist in healthcare, online education, and agriculture. Created or creation of an online immigration portal and quarantine rules to facilitate the re-entry of Jamaicans, giving priority to citizens overseas who were facing the most hardship while managing public health concerns. Good morning to my beautiful mother-in-law. Good morning, mommy. Bringing services online and connecting more Jamaicans. We utilize technology to make life easier for Jamaicans by expanding online access to government services, introducing free Wi-Fi, and enhancing internet connectivity in schools and communities. A first, Whether you are applying for a passport or registering a business, things are faster, simpler, and more accessible than ever. Here is some of what we have delivered for you. Put more government services online, including application for passport, traffic tickets, tax payments, and business registration. Launch the Jamaica Business Gateway, giving Jamaican access to over 150 government services in one place. Expanded free public Wi-Fi, installing more than 300 community hotspots in town centers across the island. And, my uncle was a big part of that. My uncle Daniel Daz. He was the Universal Fund CEO, and he's the one who was rolling out these Wi-Fis, especially during the time of COVID, my people. Where was I? Made it easier to receive social support using digital platforms to send payment faster and more securely to you. Install high-speed internet in over 700 schools and government buildings, helping students and civil service or civil servants learn and connect. Form the Caribbean first artificial intelligence task force, putting Jamaica ahead in planning for the future of tech. Modernize the RGD, making it simpler to register birth, marriages, and other important documents. Introduce a new national digital ID so Jamaicans can more easily access services and benefit without long lines or red tape. Digital fitness certificates and motor vehicle registration providing lower costs and greater efficiency for road users. New online application process for police record, minimizing time spent in long lines. And we have one page left. This are enough things that depend on some people. Enough things that depend on some, I tell you. This is the record of the Jamaica Labour Party, a record of responsibility, leadership, strategic management, real investment in people, and steady progress. We manage the economy with care, debt is down, reserve are up, and we have cushioned the population from the worst effect of recent global shocks. Hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans are working. Crime is falling. More hospital and health centers have been built. More doctors and nurses are serving our people. Roads have been improved. New highways and connecting more Jamaicans and bringing opportunity closer to where they live. These are not promises. These are real results, my people. When the PNP was in government, Jamaica faced higher taxes, rising debt, chronically high interest rates, and limited growth. Even while the rest of the world was thriving, we live the reality of underinvestment in health, education, security, road, water. We have been working hard to turn this around. They have no clear plan, no proven team, and no record of getting things done. Putting them back in government would put Jamaica's future at risk. It would mean more borrowing, more tax, less accountability, and slower progress. We cannot go back. Jamaica is moving in the right direction, and we are committed to making it even better by doing even more for everyone. The difference between us are real. The improvements in Jamaica are real. Let us keep building together. If you believe in stability, in growth, in opportunity, if you believe in Jamaica land we love, then stand with the team that is delivering every day. Choose Jamaica. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. We are doing more for you. Show labor rights. Now let's get into the whole integrity saga. Now, for many moons ago, and for people who have been following me from TikTok from the very onset, the whole P6 team, formerly known as G6, actually we hear say G6 are one gang of mobby and police I look for them, so we changed with name from G6 to P6. It used to be the Great 6, now we are the Patriotic 6, my people. Now, I want to echo my sister Lashika's sentiment last night on Chuck Fiddley's live, where she said, if it weren't for us, the bloggers, and at the time there was about 14 of us. So it was Chopper, Chuck, Lashika, Chavi, Philippian, Classic, Father Rusty, me, Ren's Girl, Winner, and I believe 3 others. There was about 13 of us. We did not sleep, my people. For 2 years straight, we not sleep. Night and day. We up on the media. Night and day. Morning, noon and night. As one come off, one go on. And we fight valiantly. And when the PNP came up with the illicit 6, we have been dung in a hit. My people, dung in a hit. Night and day, enough night we not sleep. When me come on live, especially for my day off, me dey on line from morning till night on TikTok. Anybody will follow me from any time there, can tell you. And as me come off, Classic go on. As Classic go on, info go on. As Classic come off, info go on. As info come off, Chuck go on. This is how we used to deal with it, my people. And we all supported each other's life. And we fight valiantly. We fight because the media of Jamaica, controlled by Joseph Matalan, came out in support of Mark Golding. And they decided that they are going to tear this Jamaican-born Prime Minister. A Prime Minister that have lived the life of many Jamaicans. A Prime Minister that came from nothing. And he took his book, took his education, and he made something of himself. And today he has risen to the pinnacle. You know, he's now the leader, he's the father of our nation, my people. See? And the media, TVJ included, have decided to tear down this Prime Minister because they want to remove him from doing all of these good things that you just heard me read for the Jamaican people. 100 new laws this government has enacted in the last 5 years. Ask how much laws PNP have enacted in their 19 years. Somebody ask. I'm telling you. May I wait? This government has decided that they wanted to, under Bruce Golding, by the way, they wanted to hold thieving politicians accountable. Because when I tell you that Edward Saga left $80 billion worth of debt, 0 laws the PNP enacted in their 19 years. Not even one. They not enact. In their 19-year stretch. Not even one. See? So listen to this now. When Bruce Golding decided that he was going to hold politicians accountable, because when Edward Saga left government, he left $80 billion worth of debt. And when the PNP came to government, instead of paying down that debt, my people, the PNP sought to add to it. They add $900 billion on top of that $80 billion that was there, taking the Jamaican people into debt of $980 billion when Bruce Golding took over in 2007. That's what the Jamaican people owed. Our grandchildren and great-grandchildren would have to pay that debt. And Bruce Golding said, no man, we can't continue along this line. And we must do all that we can to stop people doing these things. And this is where the Integrity Commission came about, my people. See? We would have lost power because the PNP set up Bruce Golding. And when they came to power, they continued with the legislation for the Integrity Commission. This is how Mark Golding, said that he wrote the act. He did not write the act, and not any one politician don't write the act, my people. Anyway, he carried on where they left off, and he would have put in that act, or he and his people would have put in that act. All of the little outs them want to see when taking money and hide it. So the Integrity Commission can't trouble it where they and can't ask him about it. See? So he's the one who added those extra things to that. Right? Mark Golding and the PNP, if you check the history of the PNP and if you check the history of Jamaica, the PNP usually have people in every single part of society. See? This is how they get away with their corruption. They always have some manager or somebody in a position of power somewhere that they can activate later on in life to help them. Right? And this is where that came from. Now, Kevin Stevens, Seymour Panton, where Dayton Campbell friend name, I don't remember what his name, all of those persons, Greg Christie, all of those persons, they were planted in the Integrity Commission by Mark Golding. However, the Prime Minister have a job, and the Prime Minister also have a say in signing off on those persons, which he did, because the Prime Minister is a person like me, very trusting, and they must say, boy, them a Jamaican, when they get the job, we are going to hold them to the best standard and see if them can just do the right thing. So he signed off along with Mark Golding and placing them there. He weren't expecting them to behave like this. But just like what they did to Bruce Golding with the whole manner thing, forget Dodos, this is what the PNP sought to do in their tenure. See? Place people in the Integrity Commission that they can activate later on and use to help tear down the government. But it did not work this time. You know why? They weren't counting on intelligent Jamaicans like me and my team. We are a team of researchers. We are a team of affluent and bright people. And we are also a connected team. We are connected to a lot of big wigs. And we can get we hand on certain things. See? So that they never account pan. So when they plan up with Greg Christie, Seymour Panton and all of them, plus TVJ and the whole RJR group, they did not account for persons like us who are patriots and who love our nation and love our country and want to see our country grow. We are not here for only the raw politics. We want to see our country become a better place than what it is or what it was in yesteryear under the National Criminal Organization. Pardon. And I brand them as a criminal operation, my people, because of the things they see. They are nothing but a mafioso, and they are all a bunch of criminals. And I must tell you, my Jamaican people, Greg Christie, Seymour Panton, sitting another Lawrence, and the next brother, and several others in the Integrity Commission. They have all, in my eyes, commit treason against the government of Jamaica. And it is because we have a prime minister that is loving and caring. Because I'm telling you, if I did any other country, those persons would be hunted down like rabid dogs that they are. And they would be placed before the courts, or even worse. You hear me? I tell you? But we will allow the law to take its course. And when it comes out in court that these people woefully and willfully teamed up with Mark Golding, Dayton Canberra, and Peter Bunting to tear down a democratically elected government for their own self-serving political gain, because they want political power, because their companies proven, and those companies, they are facing bankruptcy. The RJR group is also facing bankruptcy. And they know that if their government come in power, their government will bail them out with taxpaying dollars. We must not allow it, Jamaica. I have been on this issue for the last 2 years. My team have been on this issue for the last 2 years. We were the first to go through the Integrity Commission report and tear through it, rip through it online and say, no, this possibly can't be. We are the one who started this whole movement behind them trying to tear down the Prime Minister. You know, hear me I tell you? Multiple way. Death threat. Them even threaten for doing a pitney things. Them post up one when named Gabriel post up program and hack my Facebook and put panic say me and my daughter crash and dead. See? These are the nastiness that follows and surround the PNP. And they're a criminal enterprise. And I'm telling you something. Anytime we win a third term, and it come out in a quote that these persons have been malicious in handling the Prime Minister's reports. See? The very nature of them bringing in somebody from a different country to come in and dig through the Prime Minister of Jamaica's privacy. You would never see something like that in England. And you will never see something like that in the United States. See? How dare they bring in somebody from the outside, from another country, that could go and use those information that he found on the Prime Minister to cause harm to Jamaica. Eh? I'm telling you something, Jamaica. They have a case for answer. And if it was left up to me, I am telling you now, if it was left up to me, Greg Christie, Seymour Panton, Oblique Lawrence, or whatever I want to name, and the next one, let's look ugly one there, look a dog face one, I forgot what your name. All of them will be sent to prison for the rest of their life, or worse, hanged for treason against a democratically elected government. They are trying to tear down a government that the people voted in with a significant majority and gave a mandate to rule over them. And they decided that they are too great. They are too nice for a little ghetto boy, because of that of them problem with him, you know. The upper echelons of society, the people who are aristocrats, they have decided that Andrew Holness is nobody. He's a ghetto boy. And him a ghetto boy will come from Spanish Town. He's not supposed to tell them how to move. That is their problem. Renee, Florence, Sean Kidd, big up yourself. Them getting in a forensic person to come in and investigate the Prime Minister's finances and dig in a man's life and a man's family put him and family at risk. My people. That is not on. That is not cool. And I am sure that is a breach. I am sure of it. Only the FBI could investigate Donald Trump. Only the UK crime agency could investigate Keir Starmer. We have MOCA. We have FID, which is our own agencies who are protected by our laws. Why didn't they use those two agencies that was available to them? And even when they used that agent, that person from abroad, and that person did not find anything to implicate the Prime Minister, they still carried on with the lie, saying there is illicit 6. An election got called because illicit 6. And even today, you have Jamaicans saying that the Jamaican Prime Minister have stolen from Jamaica when nothing to that effect. Are the best Prime Minister we ever have, the most transparent Prime Minister we ever have, the most loving and kind Prime Minister we ever have. Well, look after people, no look for what man do, man and move Jamaica. He was born to do it. He has been a career politician. That is what he wanted to do. That was his dream. That is also my dream. I have been away too long from my country, but it's almost time for me to return now and take up my mantle and help to grow my nation. That is my dream. I wouldn't like if me come home and me have certain amount of money and me say, boy, me work hard a friend, me I come home now with me look of money. Me would like people say, you a thief, me a thief taxpayer money. My people, my team and I are privy to a recording. We are privy to a recording where a person in that recording who is affiliated to the IC is saying that they do not want Andrew Holness where he is because Andrew Holness is not one of them. He's not an aristocrat. We are privy to some recording, my people. Big up yourself in a Lady J for that gift. Big up yourself. Whole heap of love and respect. Thank you very much. My people, I'm telling you something. We, the Jamaican people, must lock up the Integrity Commission. We must lock them up. We are going to share in protecting JA, but we are waiting till after the court case because here we know. The person was talking into confidence. He's talking to the next person in confidence. And, you know, we have to wait till after a court case with boss. But, you know, we have it. We have it. You know. So big up Lady J every time for that gift just now. We need to pressure the IC on Monday and they should resign. But we continue for wait, man. You know, we continue for wait because here what now we need everything to come out so the Jamaican people can see just how devious and corrupt the PNP is. And they have been doing it for years and they have been getting away with it. We must not ever allow the PNP to come back to power until they have reformed and decide that they are going to clean up their nasty party and their nastiness. And they must apologize to the Jamaican people for the 70s. And they must apologize to the Jamaican people for the 80s that they caused whole heap of crime and criminality in the country. And they must apologize to the Jamaican people for the 90s, which they caused a lot of crime and criminality in the country again. And destroy the country's economy. We must not allow them to ever see back the hours of power, my people. And they are trying to tarnish the character of the Prime Minister. And we have been saying it, big up yourself, protecting JA. Protecting JA has been one of the warriors out there as well, my people. And Jamaica 87. See, many of us, many new ones have came, you know, immediately after us. And many new ones have came immediately after them. We have spread the message. I remember when I started live on TikTok, 8 people alone may have on TikTok. 8. And I never deviated. I start every morning and I run my program. I do my monologue and I disseminate my information. And, others would do the same thing. And we have fought valiantly. Many persons, many warriors out there like Dark Knight who don't really run alive but have been out there doing the research and been in the box disseminating information. We have done a valiant job towards our nation and the upliftment of our nation. And if we weren't there being gatekeepers, I am telling you now, see how they tear down Edward Saga, see how they tear down Bruce Golding. The pressure would have mounted on Andrew Holness and they would have tear him down too. But thank God we were there to bolster him up and continue to pump out the information and educate the Jamaican people on a whole and tell them that nothing no go so. And we fact check it, fact base, and we show them the evidence that no way, no how that it went like that. See? And when we started to attack the Integrity Commission, they started to block us off their mediums. Them block we from Twitter and then block we off of them things them. See? And when loads of us wrote to them and they did not respond. They have a duty to. They're a government body, a public body that we the taxpayer is funding. And when we ask for same how Cliff Hughes, them ask for documentation from them and them refuse. We have asked for it as well, my team and I, and they refuse. Them start to block we off of social media. And when them post now, I will say a lie, them and tell them block we off of Twitter. Big up to all of the real warrior them that is out there. Fighting for the very soul of our nation. I must never allow the PNP to see back power. They're a criminal enterprise. I must lock them up. If there's no justifiable time than now. I remember the clip of Michael Manley calling for the states of emergency to lock up the opposition. We must know at the end of this court case, lock up Mark Golding, Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell. They are the instigator of this allegedly. They are the instigators of this allegedly. And they must be locked up. And the people under them who perpetuated this crime, Seymour Panton, who was leading a set of criminals to tear down the Jamaican government, he and his ilk must be hanged to death until shit spewed out of them body and drop to them pants foot. Then if it hang, them are wicked. And they wanted to tear down Jamaica because they do not want to see Jamaica build up and become something other than what they used to. It is the PNP that on purpose was keeping Jamaica from growing. On purpose. Because if Andrew Holness can come and grow in 9 years and them get 19 years, double that or more. And they never grow in not even a smidgen compared to what Andrew grew it. And they want to tear him down because of that. We must lock them up. They are not Jamaicans. When you hear me I tell you no, they are a set of wicked. And dare I say, they are criminals themselves. Yes, Paulette Robinson. Paulette Robinson said me is a liar. Well, I don't know if you tell a Paulette. I am a patriotic liar. And what I do my research and I speak on things that I research and things that I can come and prove. So when time you ask me, I can tell you, say, yes, see when I get here, I'm going to find you and read it for yourself. See? Seymour Panton must be arrested and charged for treason. And I am calling on Minister Darrell Vaz to instruct the Minister of Security and the Minister of Defense, which is the Prime Minister, and also the Minister of Justice, Delroy Chuck. We must now put in place, some kind of emergency power to keep every member of the Integrity Commission in Jamaica. They must not be allowed to leave any port in Jamaica, whether by sea or air. We must confiscate their travel documents now. All of them. They must not be allowed to leave this nation. See? So, after October, when the truth come out, what they were doing, they must be arrested by Mocha or Mocha and charge. And a special court must conclude the facts that we already know, that they have committed treason against the Jamaican people and our government. And all of them must either be sent to prison for the rest of their life or, treason is punishable by death. And in Jamaica, we don't do execution by shooting, or we don't do lethal injection. We do hanging in Jamaica. That is the only method we use. And as of 2009, the stop order that was placed on hanging in Jamaica has been lifted since 2009. It is our government or our judiciary that purposely do not sentence people to death, but they can if they want to, my people. It is legal. So the death sentence in Jamaica, it is legal. Google it. See, just Google, is death penalty illegal in Jamaica or legal in Jamaica? And Google will tell you that as of 2009, there was a stop order on death penalty from about 1989 or 1990. And that order have run its course. It ran its course, my people. And as of 2009, hanging in Jamaica is now legal again. So as of 2009, we could have been hanging people. See? And I believe that should be the fate of Seymour Panton and his ilk. They are criminals, and they have purposely tried to tear down the Jamaican people and tear down the legacy of this Prime Minister and tear down our nation. Because when time you try to make a Prime Minister seem corrupt towards the world, you're stopping food from coming into Jamaica, because if people in the world, if governments in the world decide that they are not going to deal with Jamaica because the Prime Minister is corrupt, it is the Jamaican people that will suffer. It is us that will suffer, my people. And I believe Seymour Panton committed a crime against the Jamaican people. You hear me I tell you? And we must not allow it. We must not allow it, and we must not ever make anybody else think that they can do it either. You hear me I tell you? So we must punish them severely. And that is all I will say on that matter for today, my people. Not for today. I'll be back tonight. I am going to get my team together and we'll be on StreamYard tonight. Or we can we'll come on StreamYard tonight. And we will talk about this whole integrity commission thing in great details. We'll hear more about the work that we did to vindicate the Prime Minister and the work that we did to put pressure on the integrity commission itself, so that they could have refrained from what they were doing, my people. And Winner have been one of the persons, and Ren's girl have been one of the persons who have religiously, and Classic as well, gone through the documents, my people, and Philippian as well, gone through the documents in the time and gave us all of the talking points. And we must show our appreciation to them as labor rights. A lot of the things that I spoke about, I never had the time to read through all of the documents. So most of the things that I spoke about, it came from them. And, we must congratulate them for their, I did my part, and so did they. See? And we all worked as a team and as one unit. And I must big them up for that, my people. See? I read some comment before. I have so much comment. I start for a while. I start right after me get the little change there. Big up yourself again, Lady J. Prison term loading, my boss. Yeah, but we have said about prison. Anthony said thank you very much. You don't have to thank me, man. I do this for my people, them, I'm picking them for come later on. I'm a love one them. My immediate family living in England. And my father dead and buried in Jamaica. But, me still have whole heap of uncle and cousin, them people there in Jamaica. So, me have to want a better Jamaica for them. And time come when me want to come home with my picking them. And I want to come home to a safer, a more just society than the one I left there. See? Shower West Rural, St. Andrew, JLP, all the way. Big up yourself, Robert. We need to pressure the IC on Monday, and they should resign. I believe so too, Dennis. Karen Cross, them did a protest, but I don't know why Labour never joined them. We should have joined them. I tell you now, 2 minutes dep on the ground, If me dep on the ground, see me everything me turn up. Everything me turn up. You see me? Um, yes, Everal, not yet. We not sure about the recording yet, man. We are going wait. You know. Bless up protecting JA. Blessings my boss Anthony says. So big up yourself protecting JA. Now I see why George said he will never call them integrity commission, because George also have information similar to what we have, my people. But George can't play yet either because of the court case and where he come from. See? And I same problem we have because of where he come from and the court case, we can't say certain things yet. See? They should be brought to the parliament to answer these questions. We don't want them in a non-parliament demos. You know, see how Greg Christie behaved last time. Kind of thinking did the Lord God Almighty himself. You know. And I am of the view also that you see Seymour Panton. I believe that every case that he have tried in Jamaica, the government should now set up a special board to review all of his cases. And I bet you will find cases that he have sent people to prison unjustly because he believed that because he's Chief Justice or whoever, he's above the law himself. Guaranteed. So if you don't go over and case them, people would have been languishing in prison that don't deserve to be there for whatever reason. Guarantee. I do not trust Seymour Panton. And because of his utterance and his behavior, all in case them when work should be reviewed. I tell you no. When you tarnish someone's character, that's not something you can repair easily. Exactly. No weapon formed against us or our leader shall not prosper, DUJON, in the mighty name of Jesus. Exactly. One compare over there. Anytime you come to Jamaica, boy, man, I got do your things. Wait. I'm tell me, say, yo, batty boy, you think I'm afraid of people? Me say, you think I'm afraid of people? You feel like me I do this because me have fear? And my development me I talk about. I'm a country. And any you see me and step to me, I bore you up. Spread me seen spread out dead down a Chilani one day. God murder him for me. Suck himself and go. Anybody will defend Mark Golding and them people, something wrong with them. Then dunce. You hear me I tell you no? And why? Because them bad mind the Prime Minister. No weapon for me read that already. And Mark Golding fingerprint is all over this plot. I believe it is Peter Bunting. I don't think Mark Golding so sophisticated, my people. You know? Sometimes we give Mark Golding too much credit. And Mark Golding surely depend on the spectrum, me I tell you. Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell fingerprint depend this. You know? Remember the IC used their own investigator. She is the one who filed the report and the director of investigation. Exactly. Remember that. You just not understand the Mark Golding race is known for this type of wicked way by slavery. We understand that. How can we treat our own people like they do? Exactly. DUJON, I have been on Facebook, vocal on Facebook. Alright, yeah, we read that already. Big up yourself again, Dennis. Thank you, DUJON, for fighting for our people and country. Big up yourself in a melody. The action of the IC is screaming Mark Golding. It has screamed Peter Bunting to me. And I believe when Peter Bunting came on the platform the other day when they did the press conference and said that he has a friend that works in forensic. I believe it is that friend that did the Prime Minister thing. I believe so. I believe it to my heart. There is no evidence to suggest it. I am just making an allegation. And, I believe that is my opinion, my people. Julian said, good morning. Keep up the good work. And I hope the Jamaicans are listening. You are all speaking the truth. Exactly. A lot of the propagandists on Facebook, one of them used to show a picture of hospital in Uganda and say it was Jamaica. I had to show people that it was a lie and they quickly take it down. Exactly. They show their hand. They allow us to see their intentions. So far, only one person is liable, and that is the director of investigation. All of them is culpable, including Greg Christie, who said his job was to only send emails. That email thread that the Prime Minister is asking for, I bet you any money that when the day comes, we see just how culpable Greg Christie is. And we will lock up all of them. I tell you no. Seymour Panton is one of the worst. Bet your pilot can't make no point than say you're a liar. A true man. BNP, them can't defend nothing they say. Not at all. We don't even have time to ask her what is the like. Most time when we see one PNP come and type one sitting, by the time we ask a question and go about them business. There's no substitute for the truth. You can tell 100 lies to anything, but it will be only one truth. Exactly. You know, the day when the Prime Minister come in a parliament and say, I've given almost 30 years of my life to serving the people of Jamaica. And I have been above board. I have never stolen anything. Water run out of me eye the night there, you know, when I see Prime Minister. Prime Minister want ball, you know. Prime Minister turn up in a parliament. You remember that? At 2 or 3 times Andrew Holness losing, run for the seat they went in, you know, and lose, you know. And he never give up, you know. Stay with the people so the people eventually elect him, you know. And he have been there with them ever since, and he makes certain so then, alright. He's a man that cares and loving people them. Just like myself, I love my people them, I love Jamaica, I love our culture. Right now, I wake up tomorrow and I'm in Jamaica. Jamaica, and them have to ban me over. You know, hear me I tell you no? I can't be no other than. People are run coming here with them wickedness. Paul, it's people like you why our ancestors remain in slavery so long and why our recent generation remain at the bottom of the pile worldwide. Exactly. It now go court October. When it go a court truth, a truth. Good morning, shower family. Big up Ellen again. Another appeal must be done before the trial can start. Okay, cool. He is not lying. Every word is true. Correct him if you can. Exactly. I wasn't aware Trinidad and Tobago was known for its international forensic reputation. Trinidad and Tobago is in the same region as Jamaica. We need to look into the company and its links to the PNP. That may I tell you no? Say I want a Peter Bunting friend. That is what I believe. Yes, me talk already. Some will try to run. We must not allow them to leave the island. Them can go on, man. A foreign man we are. Them can go on, man, a foreign man. We are a member of Interpol, so we will get them. No, we don't want, no, because we have to pay Interpol, you know, that night. We don't want that. We have to pay Interpol if we hunt them down. We don't want them left, none at all. As a matter of fact, starting Monday morning, all of them should be under house arrest. I should have me a security minister or even prime minister. You know that ball I know for them, so me wicked. Anyway, you can't do this still because they will say government that try to hide something. So we have to wait till after the fact. I want to hear the confession of Mr. Fiddler Blake. A PNP hold back Jamaica. Our judiciary are also complicit. They are activist judges, of course. God bless you, DUJON, and all those who stood up with PM to make our country move forward. Exactly. The IC, not Pantan, bro. Pantan forget lock up. In my head, I stream. And Pantan fire and hire people, you know. And even the girl there where say she never charge the Prime Minister with them force out the Integrity Commission. A Pantan do it. So Pantan know exactly what go on. He's guilty by association. He's a criminal. Then for lock him up. You guys have done a great job, John Sibley said. Big up yourself, John. Bless up DUJON later, boss man. Alright, my boss. Look a bit if you're still there. I think Mrs. somebody sent me a super thanks a while ago. Everything what you said is all true. I am from Jonestown and it's pure criminal happening around years from 19 until now. Big up yourself and Alex Brown for the super thanks. Big up yourself, my boss. See? Agree, but him a legal luminary. Then if you lock him up, see me, you know, and lock up all his family them too. I deal with them like we are deal with the gulag. It's where I say, we punish him. But, you know, me just say that, we not do that. That is not fair. You know, They are not dunce, they are arrogant and filled with ignorance. Exactly. You guys should be rewarded. You know, the reward what me want to get, John Sibbles, is to see my country continue to grow. I want to see at least 15, 20 year economic growth. And my country become a powerhouse and we grow reserve and we build an army as well because we're going to need an army because better your country grow and the more resources you grow and have, you're a threat to outside dangers. So we must grow a fighting army as well. Probably an army of 30, 40,000 Jamaicans. You know, well-trained army. And we must buy munitions, buy planes or drones, buy war vehicles as well. Yes, me I say we are prepared. So when that we go out in our world, we are respected because we have a fighting army and we can sit on a big table with a big dog and make executive decisions, my people. See? So that I reward when I want to see. I want to see my country blossom. I want to see we get nuclear energy so current can start going. Because I like when current going because I'm ever hot and I can't take it. See? I want to see we country develop health-wise, infrastructure-wise. You know? Over the next 5 years, Jamaica will have some of the newest and best roads in the world, my people, over the next 5 years. So me I tell you for now to slow down and take time drive and about a bounce down and kill we put in there. See? DUJON in 2013, Greg Christie was wanted in Trinidad. Now they went ahead to get a Trinidad. So we know where all of this is coming from. Well, it is very possible. Dennis. Sean Kidd said it should be too hard or it shouldn't be too hard to find out the firm that did the audit. There can't be that many in Trinidad. I'm going to have a look. Alright, until you have a look, you make me get the information. You know, and I can take a further look and ask my source what they think. You know, they all in it, man. All of them in it, Lady J. All of them, I tell you. Brave said time come we could have ball blood. Yeah. Oh God. Brave, you have a next 15 years in opposition in my boss. I'm sorry for you so till hungry gonna kill you. You know, all fat paid bill get maga in the next 5 years. You know? Cause no hands out food, I'm sorry. No $2,500 for no buy mackerel and rice. And mackerel and dumpling. You know get peg. That me I tell you no better go look work and get up off on the nasty bumbo. Oh. If only we could separate the PNP constituency from the JLP and Jamaica becomes a two-state country or two-state country. The PNP should not allow to be among civilization. And that's why I say we have key, man. We can't take any fisherman them for have a key and give PNP them key. And make Mark Golding. We can crown Mark Golding king of key. And we move him and Peter Bunting and Dayton Canberra, Angela Brown Teeth. All like PNP, 14 PNP them. Take out the one them out of Senate and send them pan key. Make Mark Golding rule over them. They won't have no law over there, so. They not have to drive in with school buses and with JUTC buses. They not have to use with overrun money hospital according to them. They not have to worry about money with a thief, none of them sitting there. They just move and live free over there, so. I will see how long before we go over there go find all of them dead. You know? Juliet Clark said the PNP them have no plan for Jamaica and Jamaican people, so how we fi put them in for rule which Jamaica? Never. Daryl Vaza wear him bad mind shirt. I remember Mark tried to disrespect our parliament. The speaker told him he couldn't speak and he still tried. Yeah man, a regular Mark Golding. Me have a video where me a cuss bumbo clot, you know, me mad, you know. Or Mark Golding get up and walk out of my parliament, you know, walk out for my people business when elected for, you know. Disrespect my parliament, you know. Yeah man. I never like that none at all. Me never take kind to that none at all, my people. It depend on my TikTok where me a cuss bumbo clot and me a go and wicked. And me a say, oh Mark Golding fi do that. I second time me see him do that. And the first time me never like you. See, second time me did livid. If you touch me, me burn you how me hot. Yeah, man. Yes, Prince Kamika is a lady that they got rid of. Because Prince Kamika refused to prosecute the Prime Minister because she said there was no evidence from the gate. And they decided to remove her because she said. So, Greg Christie and Seymour Panton, they are culpable. May I tell you no. Yeah, man. That's why we don't want no CCJ in Jamaica. And yes, the CCJ is aligned to the PNP, my people. So this is why we don't want it. We better we keep it Privy Council. We can remove the King of Head of State and still use the Privy Council because most of our laws that we have adapted are similar to the UK one, and then can still them can still be with final court. And I believe somebody on the outside that can take a fresh look, have a fresh mind to things and look at things objectively, that will be better than if go to CCJ that is aligned to the PNP. We must not do that, Jamaica. It better we stay with the Privy Council. The Privy Council is not aligned to any one political party. Big up my G, enough respect, Anjo. Nothing is covered up that will not be revealed or hidden that will not be known. Exactly, Jamaica. And big up yourself, Jamaica. Dujon, the reward we want to see is the development of Jamaica, good health care, everyone get educated. That me want to see. I'm not too interested in getting no medal and them thing there. That would be nice later on in our life when time things secure down and, me picking them can see me I get that and feel good for know say them father have done something well for the country and something where them can look up to and decide to emulate later on in their life and become good stewards of their nation and want to see their nation continue to progress and continue to build. See, for all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that is concealed will be brought to light and made known to all. That is why they promote the Caribbean Court of Appeal that they can manipulate. Yes, it is affiliated with the PNP, the CCJ, 100%. They help created it, they pump money into it, the CCJ. We must not ever go down the road there. Because of them help create it, it is already aligned to them, my people. See? We not give them Goat Island. Make them take key. We want Goat Island to continue to be where be. People they already down there shit and piss up down a key. Make them go on down there. Which PNP MP is doing a good job in their constituency? Not one. Palwell should take them to Port Royal, all the risers. I got it. He's very disrespectful to us. Yes, he is, Lady J. I am not excluding none of them. None of them, all of them in John Sibbles is culpable. They are guilty by association as well. I am not for the CCJ, neither am I. I'm thinking Jamaica. Anyway, guys, me did a healthy 2 hours. I don't know this morning. I did promise you guys a longer live this morning, and I did a healthy 2 hours with you guys. There's 188 of us left here, guys. Big up on yourself. I hope you subscribe. I hope the information that I disseminated earlier soak through, and I hope this gets shared to places that it needs to be shared to so people can hear. Big up all 125 persons who gave me a thumbs up. I hope some of you subscribe as well if you have not subscribed yet. And big up to the person, so that the 2 persons, Alex and who was the next person that gave me a gift. Well, I'm gonna scroll up and look. I believe Lady J, but let me confirm. Yeah, Lady J and Alex who gave me a gift. Big up on yourself. Much respect. Ronaldo Miller, big up yourself. Hope Fletcher. Dujon, good morning. A whole of them is a set of blackboard. Exactly. I'm going to have to watch the rest. I had to take a call from my wife. Big up yourself, Dujon. Big up yourself. Happy Emancipation Day to everybody, by the way. Jamaica say happy Emancipation Day, my fellow Jamaicans from London, England. Alright, so big up on yourself. I will try to get a show on phone later on with my team. So I go call them when I'm done and tell them so we do that later on 6 o'clock this evening. And with me we soon look more. See? I go shave and get my beard sorted and look presentable. When I love bump come out so my people, because I do in love with the fluffy diva, So I do get all the love bump, So I'm not to squeeze here and think, but big up to yourself, people. Much love and much respect every time. I'm loving you dearly to my heart, and thank you for being, supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, supporters of myself. I will continue to endeavor to grow a nation and to see our nation blossom and become something that it should have been from yesteryear. So tell on the neighbors, to tell their neighbors that we are all voting for Labour, my people. Show our Labour rights.